Hi guys, welcome to Goal Rush, where we talk all things soccer, because soccer is life. I'm still working on that intro. Been really working on it, so yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to look at some highlights, because as you can see here, I am wearing the US. It's not a jersey, it's more of a t-shirt jersey, but same thing. So when this is being recorded today, many of you know the women's national team lost to Sweden, but I've heard it's a pretty good game, and I have not seen the highlights because I was not getting up at 2 a.m. in the morning to watch this game. As much as I love soccer, I would draw the line of me getting up at 2 a.m. in the morning to watch a soccer game, so we're going to do that. Also, we'll watch some maybe of the other highlights and kind of go over them. If that makes any sense. Alright. Let's see here.
Are you a new AT&T customer looking to upgrade your phone? You're trapped, locked into your contract for 3 years. Introducing the Easy Unlock. Bring your AT&T locked phone and T-Mobile will pay it off and give you one of the latest 5G smartphones free. Free your phone now at T-Mobile.
There we go.
That left back Anderson, she pushes high. That inverts Rolfa into the midfield where they overload centrally. That with Roosevelt out suspended, that means a shift in formation for the U.S. Two sitting deep. And I think that is going to free up the attack. There's been space there.
Rodman, heavy touch, a recover. Trinity Rodman on the move. This time punched away.
Kind of game statistics at the end of each game.
Sullivan
The U.S. did look
cross.
like they were
Saved
but I
by
didn't hear his
Vucevic.
goalkeeper was hella fucking good.
Well, this will be a good look for us. Haran just gets a step in behind Ilstedt, and no, Vucevic doesn't have to make a play on it.
Gurma pushed it right. Sullivan, who took the corner, sends one up for grabs. Deflected toward goal. The flick is deflected away.
He's trying to dribble out of pressure, but this is where the U.S. wants to be. Inside the 18, Alex Morgan barely misses that one.
Settled. Fox. Cross is low. Shot. Vucevic got a piece.
Few games too.
On the half turn, just gets a nice swat at this one. Bending towards the far post. Really good reaction save by Vucevic. Gets still out low quick.
You can tell that they were like pressing.
Morgan, Parantels, fires. That one is wide. Goal kick, Sweden. Putting one up for grabs in the middle. Rodman couldn't get it. Smith! Shot is blocked, and then she went down with Vucevic there. What a chance, but the flag was up anyway, would not have counted.
A couple runners from the U.S. in an offside position, but that has been on.
And Sullivan. Lindsey Horan calling for it is Williams. It goes instead of Morgan. Keeper's backing up. Morgan. Side netting.
Should have a little off balance there.
It's the right channel. It's the right ball.
You know, the offside rules are like constantly changing, so like, I'm never.
But all for naught.
Who goes home? Who advances?
Black
Blackstenius with a pass. Jakobsen into the box. Couple of cuts. Save by net.
At her feet. Wolfa wins it, flips it on. And then you got a 1v1. Jakobsen cutting inside.
Well, but I looked at the statistics that Sweden only had one shot on target.
Not a doubt. Lynn Williams. The cross. It's there. Save by Vucevic.
Morgan's the one that gets ahead to it. Vucevic. Another good reaction save. Just falls down to that right side and parries it out past the post.
Sweden got there first. One by Sullivan.
I would say extra time is fucking hard because
Morgan on the chase.
you know,
Morgan with a pickup.
sitting waiting for extra time.
Took the shot again. It's Vucevic. Before they seem
It
to
can be
be
a little
ready.
frustrating, but
Morgan's
playing in
coming
it is
out.
probably a whole different
Does
thing.
that put Smith now in the middle?
I would think it put Smith centrally.
Smith. Williams makes the run. Williams into the box. Shot taken. Save, big rebound. Haran picks it up. The shot is blocked as well. Corner US.
Please pass to that wing for Lynn Williams. This one gliding towards the far post. Vucevic quickly to ground, and then the rebound.
Williams.
Pressure force.
Smith. Shot. And that's Vucevic pick there.
Well, you can see like the peer frustration.
Oh, there, and did Ertz get the arm up? Lundqvist went down.
Yeah.
That entire bench is up for Sweden. It's a yellow card to Ertz. Missed.
To this moment,
And just for the people who
gets
like to say,
underneath
"Oh,
it.
you missed a penalty."
Filipino, right
You tried
touch it
doing it.
over the bar. Jakobsen there. Saves.
He read this the whole way.
Penalties are hard, even in recreation soccer count.
Missed the net.
For such a strong start for both of these sides.
O'Hara off the post. The run of play has a chance to put them out of the World Cup. Hurtig off there. Did it go in? Wow. Sweden wins.
I think it just barely passed him, but you can tell everyone's standing there looking confused. Okay. Let's go over Japan and the Netherlands. I don't know who was versus. I don't think it was versus Spain. Yeah, it wasn't Panama either. Okay, that's not what I want. I'm going to find what I wanted. Okay, we'll just go over those. Okay, so let's see. So for starters, so Japan, they say like easy wins. I will say they probably weren't the toughest thing. Like they were definitely more one-sided than the group stages had been. Now, which I also want to get into the group stages here in a minute. But yeah, Japan 3-1 over Norway, and Norway's actually a pretty good team. So yeah, like, but Japan have worked really hard. So I'm really excited for that. And Spain was like 5-1 over Switzerland. That was a little more one-sided. Both are very good teams. I want to say Spain might be ranked higher. But definitely those were some good games. If you can find the highlights, definitely go and watch them. Because what I did want to talk about was Australia. Actually, here, let's see. Just go like that. So yeah, they play tomorrow at 3:30 in the morning. If anyone's watching at 3:30 in the morning. Don't know if anyone will be watching, but they're playing Denmark. And they rallied like a lot in the group stages, so I'm kind of excited to see this one. But I think honestly, like what I'm most excited for, and I know this still says Australia, but I think I'm most excited for like Colombia and Jamaica, because I realize that yes, I am from the U.S., but sometimes it's those underdog stories that are like that I think people love, and especially when people learn with like Jamaica. Like, they had to fund this pretty much themselves because they didn't get any help from their federation. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool. And now they're into the knockout stages. That's pretty awesome. Now, also with Colombia. Colombia has, I feel like they're a good team, but I feel like they've also kind of struggled throughout the years. Like, maybe not so much struggled, but like, I don't know. They weren't really considered a top team, but they really also they really showed in this World Cup. So, and that was like awesome. I really love that. Also Nigeria. That one, because they're definitely like ranked lower, but they really showed up in the group stages and are one to watch in the knockout rounds as well. And also Morocco. I didn't realize, like, 'cause sometimes the group stages are a little hard to keep up with, especially when you have so much like happening. But they qualified for their first World Cup, and now they're into the knockout stages. Like, that's, it's a huge accomplishment, and kind of also brings me into my next point of, because when you saw the U.S. fans are like, well, that's not how you play, or you didn't bring any heart. It was like, it's a soccer game at the end of the day. I mean, I get where people are coming from. Like, obviously, this is what you want from your national team sports. But at the end of the day, if you watch the World Cup, you would understand. Germany is ranked number 2 now in the world. They got knocked out in the group stages. Germany is a good team, a very solid team. Okay? As did Brazil, got knocked out in the group stages. I must be able to say this is Marta's last World Cup. Like, that's not something, obviously, Brazil fans wanted. Like, no one wanted to see that. But, and also, Canada got knocked out in the group stage. And I think what people need to understand here is, 4 years ago, yeah, it was probably a very one-sided tournament, right, where it was probably going to one of the big teams. Like, the U.S., England, France, any of those teams, and even, any of the top 10 teams, they're going to any of those teams. Now you're starting to see a little bit of shift here. Yes, you still got some top 10 teams in there, but you've also got some underdogs in there, and obviously that shows the growth of women's soccer in the world. Now, and some of it, I will say, it still shows in some federations that they're not funding them. Like, Canada is not exactly being the most funded. And that's kind of the hint why they played so poorly. And to be honest, like, with Canada, it feels like they're probably, but they're not being funded, so it's like, why play for a country that doesn't support us, that doesn't fund us? They won the Olympics. Like, of course they're probably glad to be, like, Canadian. Like, they're probably like, yes. But when you're not being supported and you've brought results, definitely something, something to think about there. If any of you watch any, like, soccer, or if you're just coming on here because you all like my podcast. But I kind of wanted to change it up this time. So, yeah. Now, let's get into some more, not depressing stuff of soccer. Maybe we'll find some soccer news. Also, I will say, people are always saying that, that the women's national team, they're too political. Here's the thing. Yes, but no. But I mean, yes, they are, but let's not define that how they play. Just because someone does not share the same beliefs as you does not make them a horrible athlete. And just because, they speak their mind does not reflect. That's not how you play sports. People are allowed to speak their mind. Alright, let's see. Sure, okay. Well, so all it is World Cup news. What? Let's see, it says 3 questions facing U.S. women national team after defeat. Okay, let's see. I have not read this article. Didn't. So yeah. Yeah, so will there be a coaching change? So when people say there needs to be a coaching change, sometimes people do need to understand that changing a coach is hard. Like, it's not like hard for the federation to do, but it is kind of hard for like the players. You gotta get used to new people. Like, there's a lot of mental stuff that goes into it. That does get a little more difficult, and that's not just in soccer. That's in any sport. Alright, and how will they adapt? I think a lot of I feel like the U.S. has won so many games that people just expect them to win. It's like I understand that, but again, the gap is closing. That makes it for more fun, like soccer games, and actually a lot more fun. So, I think a not so one-sided game is a lot more fun. Yeah. They did. And they probably will change a bunch of tactics, in who's up front, because some players will be retiring within the next 4 years if they make it to a World Cup. Is that seriously it? Okay, that was it for that article. Okay, well, that's what the soccer news is. Let's finish it off by looking at new soccer gear. And then we'll go into next games. Okay. I used to write down everything that we go to, but we'll go through the first 3 things today. Except see, cleats are expensive. I have $50 cleats from. Seriously, this is. This is frustrating. Okay. I don't know if I so much want new or just. We'll just go soccer jerseys. And we'll just click on the first. Yeah, and also Messi to Miami. Love that. Maybe we'll talk about that next one, but I would say this is pretty cool. Although I don't know how I feel about these, the top things. I don't know how I feel about those. I don't know how you can play with those. I like a shirt like this. It's probably just me. Okay. Or, yeah, probably can't even see it. Dang it. I just want the image. Okay. Guess I'm not getting the image. Just give me an image. Thank you. Yeah, just give me an image. No. So I'm trying to figure this out. But, yeah, like these, don't know how the hell you can do that. And we'll figure it out with upcoming soccer games. Upcoming really. And it's going to be for men's and women's. It should just tell me. Okay, so we'll go. I was hoping it would just give me like either the World Cup, but okay. Yeah, let's see. That's today. Okay, so we've got. Let's see if we can find one for you guys. So yeah, that will be Australia. Let's see. Alright, well, we post this on Wednesday, so let's look for Thursday. Could you go down? Alright, so this is what it gives me. So, since you guys will probably be watching this on Wednesday, come on. All these are in Eastern time, so where the hell is Wednesday? So yeah, got. I don't know how you say the team's name. I don't like some of these games. I don't watch. We got some club friendlies. Just gonna kind of scroll down here. Got some Challenge Cup games for the NWSL, USL. And yeah, that is all I've got for you guys today. Thank you for hanging out with me on this episode of Goal Rush. Until next week.